I now call to order the March 21st, 2022 meeting of the New Caney Independent School District Board of Trustees at 6:01. Let the minutes show that a quorum is present with all members in attendance and one walking in. Please rise for the invocation to be given by Miss Harrell and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and honor the Texas flag by Mr. Mixon.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. Pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Item 2 on the agenda is recognitions. Ms. Slayton will present from Porter Elementary.
Thank you so much for having us. Tonight, we would like to recognize some great employees that we really could not do without. The first I would like to recognize is Miss Armstrong. Miss Armstrong takes the time to build a sense of community in her learning environment. She is proactive in gathering data, work samples, evidence of participation during instruction to share in PLC and data meetings. Lisa is dedicated to promoting learning and growth in all students. So those are just a few things that her peers said. When we wanted to recognize these people, we asked their peers what they thought. And these are just some things that they say about Miss Armstrong. She is a teacher leader on our campus, and she rallies her team. Her team is the highest performing in our campus, 5th grade, and it's due to her leadership. So we're so grateful to have her on our 5th grade team. Next, I would like to recognize Jessica Patey. Ms. Patey's service mindset and devotion to her students and families of Porter Elementary is an asset to our community. Jessica is always smiling and ready to jump in whenever she is needed. She treats all students with kindness and empathy and contributes to the calm environment in the classroom. Ms. Patey is a pre-K paraprofessional. However, you will see her answering the phone, going up and down the halls. She is a team player, and we truly certainly could not have pre-K without her. But she is an asset to every class. And because she's in pre-K, she really knows all the students. So we're very grateful for Jessica Patey. And next, we'd like to recognize Mr. Minshew. Richard Minshew exemplifies a pace-setter leadership style. He leads by example and sets high expectations for his crew. Richard is organized, efficient, and proactive. Mr. Minshew consistently takes the initiative to improve current custodial procedures and routines to increase his team's efficiency. Mr. Richard Minshew is our head custodian, and believe me, he jumps in whenever or whatever task he's needed. My favorite story of Mr. Richard, as the kids call him, is we had a student who had some brand new shoes, and during recess, he tied them together and put them on the bench because he didn't want them to get dirty. And another student just thought, oh, look, a pair of shoes sitting here. And he twirled them around and flung them up in the tree. And they were so high up in the tree, we told the student, I'm sorry, but you may never see these shoes again. And so they were so far up in the tree, when you looked up, the sun blinded you. That's how high they were. Well, we told Mr. Richard, and guess who got their shoes back? So we are so thankful for his contribution to Porter Elementary, and we're grateful for him. And you see, if you've been to our school, it might be an old building, but it is very clean and very cared for, and that's due to his leadership. And next, I would like to recognize Miss Carrington Hicks. Carrington is a great student who works hard and sets quite an example for others to follow. Carrington's teachers admire her kindness, willingness to work hard, and her daily practice of treating others with respect. She was always willing to step in and help others when needed. Carrington definitely exemplifies what it means to be a Porter Eagle, and we are so proud of her leadership and her commitment to her studies, and we thank her for everything she does to make us great every day. And last, we have, she could not be here today with us, but I would really like to recognize Miss Veronica Wilkie Williams. She is our chief in charge of our kitchen and our child nutrition. And she, these are just some things that our teachers say about her. Miss Wilkie Williams takes a personal interest in the well-being of each student and staff member that walks through her lunch line. She calls each student by their first name and makes sure she sends them back to class with full tummies and full hearts and ready to learn. Miss Williams runs her lunch line like a well-oiled machine. Her quick thinking and excellent communication skills have allowed her to manage unforeseen circumstances with ease. If you had not stepped into the cafeteria, you would never know that she runs the cafeteria with limited staff on most days. It is getting better, but you know how the first of the year was, and she is really a great attribute to our campus. And so we really are grateful for Veronica Wilkie Williams. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Up next is Miss Bruce from Tavola Elementary.
Don't be shy.
So we have a group of amazing ladies standing in front of you. At Tavola, we are doing the 7 Minds as our SEL. So we are 7 houses in one school. And so each of them represent different houses. And so we're going to talk a lot about their attributes with that house. So the first one we have tonight is Hilda Snow. Hilda? She is our head custodian. Hilda is... she's at the Blue House, the House of Cardeas, which is friendship. Hilda doesn't meet a stranger, and she doesn't let anyone go without having a friend. She's always got that smile on her face when she comes to work. Anytime I need anything, she's like, Miss Bruce, I gotcha. And in her office, she decorates it. And so the kids and the staff are always looking to see what is Hilda up to next. Hilda, we thank you, and we appreciate the job that you do every day keeping our school clean. Next, we have Miss Burleson. Miss Burleson has been in education for 29 years. This is her 23rd year in NCISD, and she is also of the House of Kasudi. She is the greenhouse, and that means the house of purpose. She's one that knows her why. She comes to school every day with a smile on her face. There's no job that is beneath her. She will go with the scariest group of 5th graders and the scariest group of pre-Kers. And so Miss Burleson handles it like a champ. She runs circles around some of us on that campus. And so she is actually retiring this year. And so we have some huge shoes to fill, but we are so thankful and blessed to have you. Thank you for your service. Renee Miller is a first grade classroom team leader. Renee, from the time I went to Tavola, she is also of the house of Kasudi. She knows her purpose and her why. From the time I met her at Tavola, she has been that person that, you know, we say as principals that I would have my child in their class. I would absolutely have my child in her class. She's one that always strives. She's a lifelong learner. She wants to do better. She doesn't want me to just say, hey, you know, good job. She wants to know, nope, critique me. Tell me what I can do better. I've sat in difficult ARDs with her where she has advocated in the life of a child that made me as a principal proud to know that that's the kind of staff I have on my campus, that she herself, she has the children, she has that need that she wants to do what is best for a kid no matter what. So thank you, Ms. Miller. Maria Torres is from our cafeteria, and Miss Kathleen, our head cafeteria manager, is here with her tonight, and I'm going to read you what she said. So she's of the House of Sela, which is House of Strength. She said that Maria is always in a good mood and arrives with a smile at work. She has an eagerness to learn the kitchen. She is kind to the students, and she never complains. And one of the craziest things as I read this was that she has had perfect attendance this year. So thank you, and she's so glad to have you part of her team. And last but not least is Kirsten Alvarez. She has started her educational career in Tavola at 4 years old, and she is a fifth grader this year, so she will be leaving us. At this time, if you have come to support her because you are a teacher or something, if you would please stand. I want you to notice all of the different people around this room. She is the Yellow House, Darku. She's of the House of Giving. This is what her teachers had to say, is that she's been here since pre-K. She is an excellent example of what a Timberwolf is. She's hardworking, and she takes pride in a job well done. She is kind and can be counted on to show compassion to other students. She knows what it means to be part of the school community, and she volunteers in various roles, including safety patrol. And with our crazy weather this year, that is a task, not an easy task. It's been a pleasure to watch her grow, and although we're sad to see her go, we know that she's going to continue to be a success in middle school and high school.
Item 3 on the agenda is Superintendent Report presented by Mr. Calvert.
Yes, sir. I've asked Ms. Heine to come tonight and introduce some key hires that she has made at West Fork High School. Opening a high school is definitely a daunting task, but it's a special task because these group of folks, they're going to set the foundation for great things at West Fork. So there's only one first in all these positions, and so no pressure, but you're setting the tone. So I just asked her to bring these folks forward and let you get to know them, put some names and faces together. I told her the other day she has already made the West Fork house feel like a home, even though she's not even moved in yet. So Ms. Heine, if you want to introduce some of your hires to us and let us get to know the family you're building down there at West Fork.
This is so exciting. It's one of the first times that we've been all together, so it really is like a special time. Good evening. I'm very pleased to announce that we are making progress with our staffing plan as previously presented. We are committed to recommending staff who strive to increase achievement through high-quality, student-centered programs and that promote learning for all students. Tonight, you see new faces, as well as a few familiar faces. But I'm telling you one thing, I'm thankful for this, that they chose us. They've chose New Caney ISD as their place of employment. Of all of the places they could have picked, They picked a place that is near and dear to their heart, and that is because of the opportunities in our district, and much of that is due to your support. As a result, we have attracted excellent people who have a heart for kids. I can say without a doubt that each person tonight has done an incredible job in their respective programs. They're here because of their accomplishments, their proven success, and their experiences have prepared them for this exact moment. What I hope everyone tonight here understands is the task in front of us. It will take every one of us, every ounce of effort that we have to open the doors of West Fork High School this August. I respect each of you for your courage and commitment to do this. It's a huge responsibility to create a foundation, as Mr. Calvert has said tonight, and establish programs. And I couldn't imagine doing it with anyone other than the people who are standing right here beside me. It is great joy that I introduce the newest members of Team West Fork. Band Director Brian Moran. Choir Director Caroline Woodard. Dance Director Ellie Wims. Our orchestra director is Stuart Woodard, and Mr. Woodard is currently at Pine Valley hosting our District Honors Orchestra event tonight. Health science teacher, Dr. Sherry Clark. Defensive coordinator, Chris McDougall. Offensive coordinator, Stephen Jarbo. Also joining us as an assistant coach and inclusion in class support is Coach Jimmy Kelly. Our head trainer, Barrett Pace. I thought I didn't see them tonight. Instructional / EL coach is Tanya Hopkins. Counselor Amber Smith is here. The person that is so important to helping me accomplish all of these tasks, Ms. Donna Pavarachit. Assistant Principal Corey Perkins. And Dean of Instruction Jennifer Tatum. On behalf of the staff at West Fork High School, we thank our community members, the new Caney ISD administration, everyone from directors who have helped me interview, helped me do reference checks, and all of those things to get this going, and of course each of you, the Board of Trustees, for your continued support. Anything else? Perfect!
There's no open forum, so item 5 on the agenda is closed meeting. The board will now meet in closed meeting under the authority of Texas Government Code 551.074 for the purpose of personnel matters, Government Code 551.071 for attorney consultation, and Government Code 551.072 for deliberation regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, or value of real property. Any action as a result of the closed session meeting will take place after the board reconvenes in open meeting. Time is 6:21. The board ended its closed meeting at 7:15. Item 6 on the agenda is reports and proposals of board members. Ms. Purcell will present an update from the Legislative Affairs Committee meeting.
So we were first types of all the legislative affairs committee. Thank you. Angela, Craig, and I are serving on that one. We went over our committee operating procedures as well as our state legislative contacts. And we talked about legal issues relevant to the Legislative Affairs Committee, as well as potential issues, discussion points, and then we calendared out the rest of our year. But we're excited to be serving with our school board members, some staff from central office, as well as campus staff to help shape what we think is a priority for New Caney to take to the legislature, so that when we as board members or we as staff members go to the state capitol and talk with our representatives, we have a united message. So I'm really excited about the committee. I think it's going to be a great year of service.
Item 7 on the agenda is a consent calendar consisting of consideration of minutes, consideration of finance reports, consideration of purchasing reports, consideration of personnel reports, and consideration of approval for TASB Risk Management Fund Interlocal Participation Agreement. Are there any questions or further discussion? Is there a motion? There being no further discussion about what we've taken, all those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed? The motion is approved. Mr. Calvin.
Yes, sir. I have a introduction to make tonight. Before we do that, got several members of our HR team here tonight, and some of you may know that this past year has been very challenging for them. Their leader, Miss Christy Amarantos, was diagnosed with cancer, and we supported her, they supported her, but they never dropped the ball as a department, and I know she wouldn't want them to. So we really do appreciate you guys. I know that was hard, balancing the personal tugs on your heartstrings from what your leader was going through, but keeping the district going. And so just thank you. I really do appreciate the work y'all did, and just the way you never let anything fall through the cracks. So, I mean, y'all did a phenomenal job of just keeping us going, during a hard time. So thank you for that. With that said, I'd like to introduce Miss Christy Gates. She is going to be our new executive director of HR, and just stand up and give a little wave right there. We're going to put you on the spot. She is coming to us from Sheldon ISD to offset the other hire we've made from there that still is challenging, but she's bringing up our average. So nowhere to go up from there. So Christy, we appreciate that. So thank you for coming. Welcome to New Caney ISD, and I know your staff is looking forward to great things. So we really appreciate you.
There being no further business, the meeting is adjourned at 7:18.